Help support your Tucson Terrakions in the UCL and pick up a t-shirt today. Link is on the screen and in the description. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Now, we may not be the best and every play won't be perfect, but I guarantee you we'll have a good time. Smash that like button for us if you're hyped, and I hope you enjoy. What's good, YouTube? That192 here, back again, once again, and today, people, today I am your coach of the Tucson Terrakions as we go into our Week 2 Wi-Fi battle against Twit, my good friend Twit, coach of the Grand Canyon Greninjas. It is Arizona team versus Arizona team, and the hype is real. The hype is so real. If you guys are hyped, if you could feel it, if you could feel the hype radiating off of me, this is just me trying to get over nerves right now. And of course, if you're a proud member of the Happy Nation, make sure you smash that like button down below for us, because you already know your support is greatly appreciated. And speaking of support, you guys have come out for this whole UCL thing. Like, I'm not speaking just on behalf of myself, but everybody from the UCL, period. We are absolutely blown away by your support. It is insane. So thank you guys so much. We did not expect so many of you guys to be this into the league, but you are, and that's awesome and amazing. Now, like I said, this week we are taking on Twit, coach of the Grand Canyon Greninjas. And I know Twit, I've known him for a long time, and I know that Twit's skill when it comes to Wi-Fi isn't the greatest. And I'm not saying that in like a negative way to put him down or anything like that. It's just factual. You know, he's still new to competitive Pokemon and whatnot, but he knows enough to hold his own, and his team is scary, terrifying. Scary, terrifying. And it's one of those things where I feel like I have confidence going into this battle this week, because we've had enough preparation, which, by the way, if you missed out on our team prep video, it went up last night or yesterday. Link to it should be in the description. You can see our thought process behind why we brought what we brought. We do one of these every week to prepare for our opponent. But I'm confident because of our preparation, but at the same time, Twit has a very scary team. He made good draft choices in the draft. He's rocking Mega Altaria. Well, we don't know what he's going to bring, but he has the potential to bring Mega Altaria, Rotom Wash, Nidoking, Mandibuzz, Empoleon. What is the list that I wrote down? Alakazam as well. He's got a lot of scary Pokemon on his team. So hopefully, if we play correctly, we maneuver correctly around his Mons, we can scoop up a win this week, and we'll be 2-0 starting this season off. And again, I'm gonna knock on wood, and hopefully we don't jinx ourselves or anything, but I'm ready to get into this battle, and I hope that you guys are supporting us all the way. Okay, so the time is now upon us. The time is now upon us, and the nerves have set in once again. We're gonna use our Lucky Music 23, the best music in the game, and we're gonna hope for the best. We're gonna take our time, think about our plays, and try and perform as best we can. And I'm really super nervous right now because, like I said, I've said it a million times, it's really hard. One of the unique aspects about the UCL is the fact that each team has 12 Pokemon that they can use and build off of each week. So preparing for 12 Pokemon and not knowing what your opponent's going to bring, that is the hardest thing to do when it comes to team building, because you can sit here and say, oh, they're going to bring this, or they're going to bring that, or they're going to bring this, they're going to bring that, and they just don't end up bringing half what you want. Last week when we took on Kristen and the Tulsa Talonflames, we prepped, we planned for her team, and turns out she only had half the mons that we actually planned for. So we're sitting here just twiddling our thumbs like scared, and here it comes, who did they bring? He didn't bring the Rotom Wash. Okay, good. Let me write this down before we lose our time. So he brought the Cofagrigus, and a monsoon just started outside, so I hope nothing happens to our connection or the power in the house, because that would suck. Okay, Cofagrigus, Alakazam, Hariyama. He brought the Altaria like we thought. I was thinking he was going to bring the Hariyama because it carries Bullet Punch for our Gardevoir. He brought the Nidoking as well, which is a given. And then he brought the Empoleon too. So when it comes to our team, like I said, we did team build yesterday. We have Titania, our Mega Gardevoir. James the Weezing just recently drafted over, or traded over from the Bristol, I'm so fucking nervous! The Bristol City Blazekins. 30 minutes, our Rotom Heat. City, our Gastrodon. Blue Note, our Lucario. And Scrub, our Flygon. So when it comes to his team, I feel like he's either going to lead with the Nidoking or the Empoleon. Now, we did scrim matches after the draft, and he knows that I like to lead with Flygon, so he might lead with Nidoking on the off chance that happens. But if he does leave with Empoleon and try and get rocks up for our Rotom or anybody else for chip damage, that would be an issue. So I'm just going to play safe. I'm going to lead with our... He might carry Ice Beam. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to lead with Scrub the Flygon. If he predicts and leads with Nidoking, that might be an issue for us because we're not Scarfed. If he leads with Empoleon, that might be an issue for us as well because he carries Ice Beam. We'll see what ends up happening. I'm guessing either Empoleon or Nidoking is going to be his lead, and we'll see what ends up happening. It is pouring down raining outside right now, you guys. It is literally pouring down raining. If you can hear rain or thunder or anything in the background, I apologize. But I can't control Mother Nature, goddammit. So we're going to lead with Flygon. Let's see if he predicts it. He led with Jester. His Empoleon. Now, one of two things is going to happen here. Either he led with Empoleon. I'm pretty sure he led with Empoleon so that he can get rocks up. What I'm thinking I might do, he doesn't have a Levitate user. Well, his Altaria is Dragon Flying right now. So he can dodge Earthquakes. Once he Mega Evolves that bitch, it's not taking Earthquakes anymore. So what I think I might do, I have two options right now. I can either, number one, go for a Tailwind right now, and for the next 4 turns or whatever, just hit as hard as I can. I can Earthquake right now and try and kill this Empoleon, because I know his Empoleon's not his physical wall. It's going to be a special wall. Because he has Cofagrius. That's his physical wall. So, what I'm thinking I might want to do, I can either go for Tailwind or an Earthquake right now. If he predicts the Earthquake, he's going to go out to Mega Altaria, and that's going to be an issue for us. Because he's going to try and Dragon Dance. But if he does that, we can just set up a Tailwind on the turn that he Dragon Dances, and we're good to go. I think I'm going to try and play... I'm not going to set up a Tailwind just yet. I'm just going to go straight out for an Earthquake. If he goes out to Altaria, then we'll Tailwind out. So I'm going to Earthquake right now. He didn't swap out. So either he's going to stay in and go for rocks, or he's going to Ice Beam. Goodbye, Empoleon! Goodbye, Empoleon! Everybody now, goodbye, Empoleon! Goodbye, Empoleon! Everybody now, goodbye, Empoleon! Goodbye. So that's one huge threat gone on his team. That means no rocks for him. That's another Ice Beamer gone, so our Flygon's safe there. And on top of that, that's his Defogger gone too. So if we had hazards we wanted to set up, he can't get rid of them now. So, I'm happy. That was a good turn 1. That was a really good turn 1. I was sitting there thinking, even if he went out to the Altaria, because it's a flying type to dodge the Earthquake, we can just Tailwind from there on. Even if he Dragon Dance, we're still outspeeding. So, we're good there, we're good there, we're good there, we're good there. So, his biggest threat on his team now, the Nidoking, the Altaria, and the Alakazam. Alakazam most likely could be sashed. I know PK likes to run Life Orb. Yo, it's legit hailing outside right now. Monsoons are nothing to fuck with. If you don't know what a monsoon is, Google search it. It is insane. It's 0 to 100 like that. Rain outside. That's why it's so overcast and whatnot. So, I don't know what Twit's doing. I'm like legit shaking. Like, ah! And it's always so nervous because there's so much pressure put on it. Oh, so out comes the Altaria. Huh. Okay, so if he does Mega Evolve, he might be predicting us to go for a Dragon Claw to forget that it's Fairy typing, which would be an issue. So I think what I'm going to do is I have two options. I can either A, Tailwind right now, and make sure I can outspeed this thing next turn and Earthquake it, or do something like that. Or I can immediately swap out to our Gastrodon right now. He can get the Dragon Dance up, and then we'll Clear Smog his stats away. I don't know if I want to reveal Clear Smog just yet, though. But you know what, even if he does do that, we still have that other insurance policy of Blue Note with the Scarf Ice Punch, which is good that we got rid of that Empoleon, because rocks would have broken his sash. So it's really good that we got rid of that immediately. So what I think I'm going to do is, I'm going to go for a Tailwind right now, because I feel like he's going to Mega Evolve and go for a D-Dance, because he has to D-Dance, because Altaria just on its own is not doing work. I'm just scared because it's like, this is what I was talking about. Like, if I misplay right now or don't predict what he's going to go for, this Mega Altaria is going to wreck our entire team. Because if I Tailwind, next turn I have to go for... Next turn... Actually, you know what? Next turn I can go out to Weezing, and I'm definitely going to live a return, and I can Will-O-Wisp it. Hashtag burn the bird! Burn the bird! Burn the bird! Burn the bird! Okay. So, he's going to Mega Evolve. Question is he going to go for a turn right off the bat or what? Because we outspeed, because Altaria doesn't get a speed boost when it Mega Evolves. It stays base 70. That's why people run Dragon Dance. He's going to Dragon Dance up. Okay. So even with his Dragon Dance up, we should still outspeed his Mega Altaria. So now the question is, do I stay in an Earthquake and try and get damage off? Because we're Life Orb Earthquake right now. Do we stay in an Earthquake and get damage off? Or do we swap out to Weezing and try and take the hit? Because when it comes to the rest of his team, Flygon does do decent work to pretty much everybody except for Cofagrigus. I'm gonna Earthquake. Because I feel like he's not going to... I feel like he's not going to D-Dance again. I don't know. I'm going to Earthquake. Because I'm pretty confident. Yeah, we outspeed because the Tailwind. Tailwind doubles your speed. So we have Life Orb, Earthquake. Oh, the damage is real! D-Dance again! He D-Danced again! Oh my goodness! Okay, so Dragon Dance ups your speed by 1 stage. So we should still outspeed, right? Because our speed's doubled and he's up by 2 stages. And 2 stages is basically doubling, right? Oh, I hope I don't have that mixed up. I hope I don't have that mixed up. I'm gonna Earthquake again. I hope I don't have that mixed up. I always get that mixed up. I hope I don't have it mixed up. Please don't let this be the misplay. Please don't let this be the misplay. Please don't let this be the misplay. Twit, make your move. Twit, make your move. Twit, make your move. Twit, make your move! Flygon is essential to the team, so if we lose him right now, that might be an issue. Because I think his speed is 140 right now, and we would be at 200. So I'm pretty sure the Tailwind up, we still outspeed. It's just when it comes to this league play and you use all these different random sets and you use different moves and whatnot, it messes with your head. It messes with your head because it's not standard. And it's crazy that we're using Tailwind this week because Kristen tried to use Tailwind on us last week. So let's see what happens. Come on, Twit. Come on, Twit. I'm supposed to be the one that takes forever to make a move. Come on, Twit. The nerves right now. He withdrew because he knows he doesn't outspeed. And he doesn't have anybody else that can take the hit. So Graveyard is his, exactly. So let's see how much Earthquake does. He needs that Altaria, that's the thing. He needs that Altaria. But I know for a fact right now, he is within Ice Punch. Well, I mean, Ice Punch was given before, but now I know for a fact that Ice Punch is going to kill from Lucario. He could Roost with his Altaria if given the chance, so that might end up being an issue or a problem. So what I want to do right now is I feel like he's going to go for a knockoff or a Will-O-Wisp. Cindy is perfectly fine for either one of them. And I have to sit here and think, I don't want James to lose Levitate for any reason, but if Cindy loses Storm Drain, it's fine because he doesn't have any other water types on his team. And Cindy can in turn Toxic this thing, which is what we need to help this thing fucking die. Or I could just Earthquake it again right now, play the role for a crit. I don't know. Flygon is worth too much right now to us. That's the only issue. Because Flygon can body the Hariyama, Flygon can body the Altaria, Flygon can body the Nidoking. I'm going to U-turn out into Cindy. I know U-turn's going to give him Levitate, but we don't have a ground type move on Cindy, so let's go ahead and U-turn. And we should be able to outspeed with Cindy as well. But that Tailwind strategy did work against the Mega Altaria. That scared him out. Okay, so go ahead. You did take your... Oh no, it doesn't give him Levitate. It just gives me Mummy. That's fine. So we got a little bit of chip damage off with U-turn, which is fine for us. We're gonna get up out, and we're gonna go into Cindy on the off chance that he Will-O-Wisps or knocks off, which is what I think he's gonna go for. If he goes for Shadow Sneak or anything else, Pain Split. Okay. I didn't expect him to Pain Split immediately, but alright then. I guess he was expecting me to Earthquake again, but that's fine. I have reliable recovery. More reliable than Pain Split, at least. Oh, we don't carry Toxic! Oh, I forgot we have Clear Smog. We don't carry Toxic. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Because he can't do anything to us here. Either he's going to Will-O-Wisp us, he's going to knock off us. Really, it's just, we're just at a point now where we have to just read his moveset because it's a wall. I hope he's not a Calm Mind or a Nasty Plot Cofagrigus. If he is, we're just going to Clear Smog right away. I'm going to try and Scald him and get a burn, because why not? That's a given. we still outspeed even without the Tailwind. Pythagoras is a slow duck. And we got the burn, so we couldn't get a Toxic, but we got a burn at least. He's gonna knock off, which is fine. We can just go for... Oh, he knocked off our Rocky Helmet. Fuck. I was gonna say, we can just go for a Recover. See, that's what I'm saying. Each week is a different set, and it drives me crazy. The Rocky Helmet was there for the Altaria as well, so we could eat up a hit and clear Smog afterwards and do a little bit more chip damage. So it kind of sucks that we got that knocked off, but that was my mistake. That was my mistake. I forgot that it was essential to be on there. Again, I was sitting there thinking leftovers. I feel like he's gonna Pain Split again. I'm gonna keep him from Pain Splitting. I'm gonna Scald. I want to get as much chip damage off as I can. He's gonna Pain Split. The only issue that I had with Pain Split is that it's gonna suck because he's just gonna spam Pain Split at this point. Because he knows that I'm gonna have to go for Recover. So if we want to sit and play this game, let's sit and play this game. Because I'm not gonna lose my Gastrodon. Gastrodon's too clutch, too essential to the rest of this team. Gastrodon walls the Hariyama, it walls... Oh, you're gonna burn me. Okay. It walls the Hariyama, it walls the Nidoking. It's too essential. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is his thing here is on its last leg. So all I need to do is just switch in and get a good enough hit off. I feel like he's gonna go for a Pain Split again. A crit would do it. A crit would honestly do it. What I could do is I could swap out to Scrub our Flygon and Earthquake and do as much damage as I can and hope and pray that the burn kills him. But I feel like I'm playing way too risky with our Flygon when, again, I just mentioned how much work it actually does on the team. So, I feel like I'm going to stay in and Scald, because I don't think he's going to swap. And if he does swap, actually, it's not a good idea, because if he swaps to Hariyama and gets a burn on Hariyama, that's going to be an issue. That's going to be a serious issue then. I feel like he's gonna Pain Split. I just don't want to go out to Scrub and lose too much health on him because he doesn't have Recovery. And like I said, he puts in too much work. And plus, I don't want to lose the option of Tailwinding. I'm just gonna Scald. If he ends up, see, stating he's gonna Pain Split. I was gonna say if we end up burning the Hariyama, that'll be an issue. He used Pain Split. Why are you doing this, Twit? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? I don't understand why you're doing this. Well, I know why he's doing it. He doesn't want his fucking Pythagoras to die. But that's okay. That's okay. Obviously, I have to Recover at this point. So if he wants to try and get a clean switch into his Altaria, he can at this point. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. He's not going to Pain Split again, because after Recover, our health difference isn't going to be that high. So, I feel like clicking Recover that instantly like that might not have been the best idea in the world. But we'll see what ends up happening. Because if we can knock down this Pythagoras, honestly, that's his 2 walls gone. Nobody else on his team is comfortably taking hits. So I'm happy that I got this status ailment off on him. And just from seeing his moveset, Knockoff, Pain Split, Will-O-Wisp, he's not an offensive, he's not a Nasty Plot set. So he's the bulky wall set, which will be thought. And can we just say, hats off, round of applause for Twit for not bringing a shiny Pythagoras. I know he's a shiny hunter and whatnot, but I do not like shiny Pythagoras. Some people love it with the pink and the gray. I'm just not a fan of it. Not a fan. Oh, not a fan. Never was a fan. Never will be a fan. Okay, so what he's gonna do? He's gonna switch. He's gonna go back out to the Altaria or Alakazam. He went out to Altaria. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. He can do that. He's gonna have to go for a Dragon Dance. So we can do one of two things right now. Either A, we can predict that he's gonna try and Dragon Dance twice, or B, we can Ice Beam right off the bat, or C, we can Clear Smog. Because my thought process is he's gonna Dragon Dance. So if I go for Recover, I'll be at full health, and next turn I can either live one hit and hit back with a Clear Smog or an Ice Beam, or he's gonna Dragon Dance again. I'm gonna go for the recover because we still have Weezing and Lucario. He roosted. Fuck, I was just talking about that. He roosted. I was just talking about that. I shouldn't have done that. Alright, now we're back to square one with this thing. We're back to square one with this thing, but it's okay because he has to Dragon Dance again in order to do any sort of damage with this thing. So I feel like he's gonna D-Dance right now. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go out to Weezing. It just scares me because if he gets 2 Dragon Dances up, we're not clear smogging anybody. On the off chance that we go out to Flygon and he goes for... Well, now he outspeeds us. That's the thing. If he D-Dances right now, he's gonna outspeed us. We have... Half our team is insurance policy for this Altaria. It just comes down to making the right decision on what to go for. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go for an Ice Beam right now and see if he D-Dances. Because like I said, I know we can live 1 hit from this thing. Pretty sure, I'm hoping and praying we live 1 hit from this thing. And then that means second turn we can clear Smog as he either attacks us or Dragon Dances again. So I'm gonna try that out. I'm gonna try that out and see what happens. I'm gonna Ice Beam it. He withdrew. Okay, so he just want to get his stats up. He's trying to predict us. He went out to Graveyard. Okay. So that's just more chip damage for us. And that's not going to do anything, of course. And of course, we're going back to square one, where he's just going to... Actually, no. A Skull might kill at this point. A Skull will probably kill at this point. Should I go for a Scald? Because if he predicts that and goes out to the Hariyama, we are in trouble. I can't get a burn on the Hariyama. Because who do I have to take care of the Hariyama? Nobody. I'm just gonna Scald. Fuck it. I'm gonna Scald. I want this thing gone. He withdrew. He's gonna go out to Hariyama. He's gonna go out to Hariyama. He's gonna go out to Hariyama. Mage. Going out to his Alakazam? Well, if it's Sash, that's a broken Sash now. And we got the burn on that too! Not that it matters because of Magic Guard and whatnot, but still, we got the burn on that too. Only issue that I have right now is Cindy's at almost at half health, and that's not a good thing, especially for the Altaria. So at this point, we're really kind of screwed, because what are we going to do about this Alakazam? Alakazam is a problem because if it's Calm Mind, if he predicts us to swap out and it's Calm Mind, that's a problem. Because my initial instinct is to go out to Rotom Heat right now. So if we go out to Rotom Heat to take a special hit from him, either an Energy Ball or anything else. But who does he have for Rotom Heat? He didn't bring his Rotom Wash. And his Empoleon's gone. So he really doesn't have anybody for Rotom Heat. Only thing I'm worried about is if he Calm Minds or goes for a Psyshock. That's all I'm really concerned about. I just can't lose Cindy due to an Energy Ball. Because like I said, Cindy Wall's Hariyama, Cindy Wall's Altaria, Cindy Wall's Nidoking, Cindy Wall's Cofagrigus, Cindy Wall's everybody else on his team except for the Alakazam. I'm going to hard switch into Rotom and hope that he doesn't Calm Mind. Because he knows that he's forcing me out, because I can't take a hit from Alakazam. He went for Energy Ball. Okay. So it wasn't that bad, it wasn't that bad. At this point, he has 2 options. Either he can stay in, or he's 3 options, actually. He can either stay in and try and Psyshock me. A Psychic's not going to do anything to us. He can Psyshock me, which would hurt, but I don't think it'll one-shot. He could swap out to Altaria, because Altaria resists both of our typings, or he can swap out to Nidoking, predicting that we're going to go for a Volt Switch just to kill off this Alakazam. But what I'm actually going to do is, I'm just going to Overheat right now. And if he does swap to Altaria, that's fine. He has to Dragon Dance in order to do a decent amount of damage to us. And in that 1 second chance, we're going to burn that bird. I'm going to Overheat on the off chance he goes out to Nidoking. Because I know an Overheat will kill this Alakazam. And if Alakazam's gone, nothing threatens Cindy. Well, the Mega Altaria is still there, but nothing threatens Cindy then. We burn the Cofagrigus, we burn the Alakazam, but we want to burn that bird! Burn that bird! Hashtag burn the bird! We have to burn the bird. Look at Alakazam's toes. That nigga needs to get some nail clippers or some shit. And you know he got crusty ass feet too. And is this a mustache that he has, or is that part of his skin? Because it's the exact same color as his skin. I don't understand. Is that like an actual extension of his body? Like, I don't get it. It looks nasty. It looks nasty. You need to take yourself to a barbershop. Barbershop and get your feet done, Alakazam. Come on now. I overheat. Does overheat have a chance to burn? I think it does. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. I'm worried about that. I perceive everything as a threat. So we went for Psychic. Oh, we're gonna eat that up. 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 And down goes the Rotom because of the overheat. I mean, down goes the Alakazam. Goodbye. Oh, let's see here. Overheat. It does not have a chance to burn. It doesn't have a chance to burn, so we can overheat the Hariyama comfortably. Okay, but the Alakazam is now down. Which is good. Which is good, which is good, which is good, which is good, which is good. So there's 2 down, 4 to left working with, and the biggest threat to Cindy is gone. No more energy ball for you, bruh. No more energy ball for you. Okay, let me see here. I feel like he's gonna go out to the Altaria, because now that he resists both of our typings and our special attack's been lowered by 2 stages, he's free to Dragon Dance away. I wish I could hard switch right now. That would be the bee's knees. That would be amazing. And I know he's keeping that Altaria alive because that's straight sweep material. Even if Altaria's his last mon, Altaria can still set up a Dragon Dance and sweep. And here it comes. Alright! Our chances now! We have to burn the bird! We have to burn the bird! We have to burn the bird. We have to burn the bird. I've never clicked a move so fast in my life. I've never clicked a move so fast in my life. I want to Will-O-Wisp this thing because he's revealed Dragon Dance and Roost so far. I'm guessing his other 2 moves are Return and Earthquake since that's standard for Mega Altaria. So let's see what we do here. Let's see what we do here. He went for double. And we're living it! Nice and resistant! Burn that bird! Burn that bird! Burn that bird! Burn that bird! Let's go, nigga! Let's fucking go, nigga! Ah! I was worried we weren't gonna live it for a second. Because we're not super defensive. We're specially defensive. But it is a resisted hit since because of Pixelate, so we should be good. Now the question is, do I want to give up my Rotom this early? Looking at the rest of his team, I can handle Cofagrigus. Hariyama, I mean, we're not a physical wall, and we don't need to burn the Hariyama. The Altaria has already been burned, and, I mean, an Overheat would be nice, but we can't Volt Switch on the Nidoking, so I think what I'm going to do at this point is I could Pain Split and be that guy, or I could Volt Switch out. If I Volt Switch out, who am I going to go to? I can go straight to Weezing and just Sludge Bomb this thing to death. I'm going to Volt Switch. I'd rather get damage off. Now he's going to Dragon Dance. Oh, doggy. Now he's going to Dragon Dance. He has to if he wants to do damage with this thing now, because we burned the bird. So now I'm going to Volt Switch out, keeping our Rotom alive for anything we might need it to do. And because it's resisted and we have the special attack drop, it didn't do shit to the Altaria. But that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Because at this point, he does outspeed. But I don't think he's going to be able to do enough. Because he's burned. Because he has to Dragon Dance again to do any sort of serious damage. I just wish we had the Tailwind up. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out to Lucario at this point. Because when it comes to everybody else on his team except for the Hariyama, Ice Punch does work. I think with Cofagrigus being at the health that it is, an Ice Punch followed by the burn damage would kill the Cofagrigus. So the Hariyama is the only one that I'm worried about, and you're going to get a Gutsy boost while you're frozen. So I'm going to go out to Blue Note. This is when we're going to cash in our, whatchamacallit. He has to Roost. He carries double edge, not return. He's going for fucking blood. I'm gonna ice punch. I'm gonna ice punch. I'm gonna ice punch. I'm gonna ice punch. I'm gonna ice punch this fucking bitch to all fucking back. I feel like he's gonna swap because he can't let this Altaria go down like this. He's gonna have to swap. Because if the Altaria goes down, that's the only other threat on his team that I have to worry about. The Nidoking we haven't even seen yet, but Nidoking can be handled perfectly fine at this point. And if he brought a physical Nidoking, I don't know what to say. We have Weezing and Gastrodon to wall physical Nidoking. So, if he's Scarfed and he's a regular special set, Rotom, if we Scarf him into Earth Power, Rotom can handle that because obviously Levitate. He's going to withdraw. So, if anything, we get to keep our Sash now. He has to go out to... Okay, so he's going to sack this thing off because Ice Punch, I don't care if you are bulky or not. Ah! I mean, we revealed that we have Ice Punch, but it's fine because we're going to swap. And with the bird burned, and the Dragon Dance is now gone because he swapped out. I'm so much more confident. I have so much more confidence. And what did he have on that Pythagoras? Did he have leftovers? Because obviously Rocky Helmet, that was something that was in the back of my head. I just forgot to mention it. Rocky Helmet would have broke our Sash as well. So out comes Warrior. Hello. Hello. If you think I'm going to let you fake out and destroy me, or use knockoff on me, well, if you use knockoff on me, we're getting an attack raise because we're justified. If we really wanted to, we could Sword Dance. I mean, he's gonna fake out, I know that much. What is his moveset gonna be? Fake out, Bullet Punch, Close Combat, Knockoff? That's what I'm predicting. And honestly, Weezing handles all of it. You wanna knock off on Weezing? Fine, we still have Pain Split to get health back. It's just we can't do anything to him in return with Weezing. Because let me check out Weezing. Let me check his moves real quick. Yeah, I'm not trying to burn or poison him so we can get an increase. What I think I might do, I might have to sack off Rotom at this point, because if he goes for a fake out, that's going to kill Rotom, obviously. I could just go out to Cindy and just play the numbers. I'm going to go out to Cindy instead. I feel like I should have just sacked off the Rotom. I should have sacked off the Rotom. I shouldn't play with Cindy like that. Come on, Cindy. Come on, Cindy. Come on, Cindy. Come on, Cindy. He's going to go for fake out. Cindy's going to eat it up. Cindy's going to eat it up. And the question now is, what is he going to go for? He's going to go all out and try and I guess it wouldn't make a difference if we were burned or not. If we burned him or not because he's Flame Orb. Okay. I'm going to go for a recover for what it's worth. Because I feel like he's gonna have to close combat us now. He's going to have to close combat us. Because I don't think a Bullet Punch... He doesn't have to Bullet Punch. He outspeeds us. Or he could save the Hariyama, now that he has a Guts boosted fake out and just swap out. But that would give us a free recover, but who's he going to go out to? He'd have to go out to the Altaria, which Cindy again is a perfect person to handle it, and Hariyama again is a perfect, Nidoking, Cindy's perfect to handle Nidoking as well. I feel like Nidoking gets Grass Knot. You would be surprised with how many Mons get Grass Knot. Empoleon gets Grass Knot. Did you guys know that? Let me see here. He went for close combat, so that might be the end of Cindy. Yeah, that's the end of Cindy. So I'm sure that was a huge thorn in his side, down and out. Okay. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. So Cindy's gone, unfortunately. Like I said, I should have sacked off the Rotom. I'm regretting that right now. I should have went out to the Rotom, let him take the fake out, and then I could have gone out to somebody else and done the damage needed to kill. I think at this point, I know I outspeed. I'm just concerned whether or not... Flygon will live a Bullet Punch from this thing. Or a Mach Punch if he carries that. Because Flygon's not at full health. If he was at full health, I wouldn't be concerned. But he's not. Now that his guts boosted. I could go out to Rotom. I don't know. I didn't handle this Hariyama very well. I'm gonna go out to Rotom because we quad resist a Bullet Punch, and I don't think he's carrying Mach Punch. Because there's no real reason for him to carry Mach Punch over a Bullet Punch. So I'm gonna go out to Rotom. And on the off chance we live a Bullet Punch, we're gonna overheat all over this nigga's face. I don't think we're gonna live a Bullet Punch, not with this little health. If we do, my jaw's gonna hit the ground. We live! It's quad resistant! Yo, what? Overheat, are you kidding me? Overheat, of all times for you to miss. Of all times for you to miss. It's 90% accuracy of all times for you to miss. Right now was the time that you missed. Oh my god. He could actually I'm not even that mad about it because he could be assault vested. Assault vested Hariyama is common. Let me see here. Let me check because we're a calm nature. So our base speed is 86. We know we can live a bullet punch. I feel like Hariyama, I know Hariyama's super slow, but he's base speed's 50. Okay, I'm gonna go for a pain split at this point. And no matter who he goes out to, we're getting some HP back. No matter who he goes out to, we're getting some HP back. Especially since we're living bullet punches like it's not funny. I think the only way that he would have, the only chance that he would have to actually knock us out would be if he went for a close combat. Because I'm not 100% sure. What's Hariyama's special defense like? His special defense is 60. He's got a ton of HP, but his special defense is 60. That would have put a decent dent into him. So I'm gonna see what we can do here. We're gonna pain split up and then overheat again if he doesn't go for a close combat. So let's see. I forgot all about Flame Orb. I didn't even think about that. I was so worried about me burning him. Probably because I'm so used to Assault Vest Hariyama down in lower tiers. But it's okay. It's okay. So he's gonna withdraw. So even if he goes out to the Altaria, he didn't go out to Altaria. So we're gonna take all this HP. Bop. But what can he do to us? That's the real question. Like, if he's Scarfed Nidoking, what is he gonna do to us? Is he gonna Sludge Wave us? Because he can't Earth Power us. Is he gonna Sludge Wave us? Is he going to... Is he gonna Sludge Wave us? Is he going to... I can't think of anything else he would do. And I'm pretty sure we can live a Sludge Wave. I'm just gonna overheat. Because unless he's physical and goes for like a poison jab or something, we should be able to live any one hit from him. And we'll see, because what's our base speed? 86? I don't know what Nidoking's base speed is. I feel like it's in the 80s. So we outsped him, so he's not Scarfed. He's not Scarfed. Down goes Nidoking, doesn't matter. 85 is his base speed. Nidoking's base speed is 85. We outsped him by 1 point. Because we're not a speed, we don't have any speed EVs, we're not a speed increasing nature or anything like that. So I don't know what type of Nidoking he was running. I don't know if it was Life Orb or... I think was he Life Orb Modest? I don't know, I'll have to ask him after the battle. Because that wasn't a regular set, obviously. Regular Nidoking is Scarfed. And he didn't outspeed us. So all he's got left is Altaria and Hariyama, both of which we're not super interested in taking on right now after the special attack drop like that. So, let's see what we can do here. Out comes Queen. He's gonna have to go for a... He's gonna have to Roost. So if he wants to Roost... Because he knows Double Edge isn't going to do anything to us. He's going to have to Roost if he wants to stay in this battle. Because if he Dragon Dances right now... that's free damage I'm going to get off on him. Albeit it's not going to be much. But still, that's free damage I'm going to get off on him. I'm just trying to think, what are the odds of him? I feel like he's definitely gonna Roost. If he Dragon Dances, he might just Dragon Dance knowing that we can't one-shot him because of our special attack and because he resists both of our moves. He might just do that. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Volt Switch out into either Flygon or Weezing because we outspeed him right now. I'm gonna Volt Switch. Let's see what ends up happening. No, he outspeeds us. That's what I was gonna say. I was like, wait a second. Okay, so he's gonna Roost out, which is fine. It's fine. Because my only concern was that if we Volt Switch and he went for a Dragon Dance, that was gonna be an issue. So we're gonna Volt Switch, and because he hasn't Dragon Danced yet, we outspeed him. If our Gardevoir had been Mega Evolved right now, I would 100% go out to Gardevoir right now, but it's not, so we're gonna go out to Flygon, and we're gonna Earthquake this thing again. And he has to Double Edge us right now, or he's dead next turn. Honestly, actually, no, honestly, I could Tailwind. I could Tailwind if I wanted to make sure that our Lucario outsped and kept his Sash in order to deal with the Hariyama. Actually, you know what? I'm going to Tailwind. Because I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure a Double Edge is going to kill us even if he's burned. We might live on one, but I'm going to Tailwind just for the hell of it, because I know we outspeed right now. I'm going to Tailwind and get our speed up so that next turn I can guarantee that we outspeed. And we can go from there. I feel like that's a smarter play to make, because even though Flygon can handle Hariyama, we don't need Flygon for Hariyama. We still have our insurance policy of Lucario's chilling in the back. We can do whatever damage we need to do with him, especially because he's Sash. So no matter what Twit wants to do with his Hariyama, we're hitting him with a close combat. Simple as it gets. Simple as it gets. Simple as it gets. I think he's trying to figure out whether he wants to Double Edge or Dragon Dance right now. I feel like he has to Dragon Dance, or else he's not going to dish out damage to the rest of my team. He went for the Double Edge. He's going to try and just get the knockout, which of course is going to happen because Pixelate boosted. Okay, so Flygon did its job. Flygon did its job. He went and got the speed up for us, so now we're definitely outspeeding this Altaria. I could send out Gardevoir, Mega Evolve, and just Hyper Voice right off the bat if I really wanted to. Because he doesn't have a Dragon Dance up. I know we outspeed. So I think it's Fairy type Mega versus Fairy type Mega right now. I think it's what it is. I think it's Titania's turn. I think it's Titania's turn to prove why she is Queen of the Fairies. I think it's Titania's turn to prove why she is Queen of the Fairies. I'm going to repeat it again because I know everybody loves when I do that. I think it's Titania's turn to prove why she is Queen of the Fairies. So let's see what happens. All he has left is Hariyama and Altaria. And I feel like at this point, we're safe. Flygon did his job. I put Tailwind on him instead of Defog. And even if he didn't have Defog, he still took care of the rocks because he killed the Empoleon. He still took care of the rocks. So, let's see here. I think he's trying to make the decision again whether to Dragon Dance or Double Edge. Or maybe he's weighing his options if he wants to swap out. Honestly, that would be the best thing for us if he swapped out, because Hariyama's not living a Hyper Voice. I don't care if he is Assault Vested, not coming from a Mega fucking Gardevoir. I'm just waiting for, like, me to forget one thing for his Altaria to outspeed and body me with a Double Edge. Come on, Titania. Come on, Titania. The Tailwind is all yours. Feel the breeze in your hair! Feel the breeze in your hair! Down goes the Mega Altaria. The scariest thing on his team is Dunzo. Woo! Okay. Gone. All he has left is the Hariyama. Obviously, I mean, I could have tried to substitute if I wanted to predict a Roost or a Hyper Voice. Obviously, he's gonna Bullet Punch. He's gonna fake out Bullet Punch, if anything. So what I think I'm going to do at this point, Bullet Punch is obviously gonna one-shot Titania. And anybody got time for that? I feel like I might have to end up sacking somebody else off to deal with this thing, because if he predicts us going out to Rotom, he can just close combat right off the bat, and that would be a problem because that's gonna one-shot Rotom. I feel like what we could do, I'm gonna go out to Rotom. No, I'm gonna go out to James, our Weezing. I'm gonna go out to James, our Weezing, because Weezing is just gonna stall him out. Because if he fakes out, we're going to eat it up. If he bullet punches, we're going to eat it up. If he close combats, it might hurt, but it's still resisted. So James, eat that up. I was so happy that we drafted James specifically to deal with the Mega Altaria, and we didn't even use James against the Mega Altaria. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy, y'all? Ain't that crazy? Well, at this point, I only have one option. He's gonna close combat us. Well, if anything, we outspeed, so we're gonna get the damage off, period, because the Tailwind's still up. So he might actually bullet punch. He's not. He's gonna close combat. I was gonna say he might actually, but he might knock off, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, he was gonna go for knockoff. Which, honestly, I would rather him do that than the close combat. So now I feel like he's gonna have to bullet punch. If you, oh, never mind. The Tailwind petered out. The Tailwind petered out. Okay, so Sludge Bomb it is. If he wants to close combat us, we outspeed. I was literally about to say, I'm not even sure if he outspeeds us or not. So down goes the Hariyama. Down goes the Hariyama. And with that, that is good game to Twit and the Grand Canyon Greninjas. Nice and 4-0. We 4-0'd Kristen last week and we 4-0'd Twit this week. It could have been a bit higher, if I'm being honest. If I'm just being honest. I feel like it was a misplay with the Gastrodon to send him out. I should have sent out the Rotom instead. But at the same time, would Rotom have taken the Fake Out and the Bullet Punch afterwards? I don't know. But like I said, good game to Twit and the Grand Canyon Greninjas. Link to their side of the battle and link to his channel and Twitter will be included in the description. So definitely make sure you go and check it out and hear his thought process, everything that he was thinking about doing as the battle went on. But from our side, I want to show you guys. Like, I have two different sticky notes here. With my thought process for this entire battle, because I thought originally he was going to bring Rotom Wash, Mandibuzz, Empoleon, Altaria, Nidoking, and Alakazam, which isn't a super duper balanced team, which is why he probably didn't end up bringing that. But at the same time, he ended up bringing Cofagrius, Alakazam, Hariyama, Mega Altaria, Nidoking, and Empoleon. Now, without him bringing Rotom Wash, that was one huge threat down, because I have nothing on my team to handle Rotom Wash. Nothing at all. Nothing at all to handle Rotom Wash. We have Cindy, our Gastrodon, which Rotom Wash can't hit offensively, but if he brought like Hidden Power Grass or something like that, I say offensively, I meant like with a stab move. He brought Hidden Power Grass, that would end up giving us issues. So I don't know, it was interesting they didn't bring Rotom Wash, because Rotom Wash, like I said, I have nothing on my team for it. If he took care of Gastrodon, Rotom Wash would have run house. The best thing I would have had would have been Mega Gardevoir because of its special defense stat. Everything else would have gotten completely obliterated. So it's interesting he didn't bring that. When it comes to Cofagrius and Empoleon Core, it's not terrible, but at the same time, we were able to take care of it. Early on, we took out the Empoleon. I predicted the Stealth Rock lead. I was worried about an Ice Beam, but at the same time, I don't know why I was super duper worried, because we're Life Orb. It stabbed Life Orb Earthquake to especially defensive Empoleon, not physically defensive, and it's super effective. So Empoleon was gone, so we took care of the rocks right then and there, which was good for Rotom Heat, because if the rocks had been up, Rotom Heat wouldn't have had the HP to take the Bullet Punch. So that was good there. We took care of the Empoleon. The Cofagrius was kind of annoying. It was just one of those things that we had to wait and play around, because he kept pain splitting over and over and over and over and over again. Like, come on, Twit. I battled him one time a while ago in UU with he had a Milotic on his team. And he kept using Spam and Recover with my Milotic over and over and over again. I'm just like, stop, Twit, stop! I mean, I can't, it's being hypocritical because we have Recovery on our Mons. We have Pain Split and Recover and whatnot. But still, when you just sit there and spam it over and over and over again, it's just like, this is what this battle's going to be. This is really what this battle's going to be. But eventually we were able to whittle it down. The Ice Punch from Lucario ended up ending it off, and that's not how I saw the Cofagrius going down at all. Definitely not at all. The Alakazam was another threat that I was worried about. I knew he was going to bring the Alakazam because he knows that we drafted Weezing specifically to handle the Mega Altaria. So Alakazam counters Weezing in every single way possible, unless I want to be that guy and run like a Choice Specs Dark Pulse Weezing or some shit like that and predict the switching or something crazy, which I'm not going to do. That's not what Weezing's job is. Because Psychic absolutely one-shots it. Psyshock, if it's a crit, we're dead. Psyshock does like 75% to a Weezing, because Psyshock hits on the physical side, of course. So I was happy that we were able to take care of that, because it was a big hazard to both Weezing and Gastrodon because of the Energy Ball. So we have to keep an eye out for Energy Ball users throughout the rest of the season, because I know Mo and his Jirachi gets Energy Ball, Joey and his Manaphy gets Energy Ball. If Manaphy didn't get Energy Ball, Gastrodon completely walls Manaphy. I don't have to worry about that thing. But it does, so it's gonna be an issue. So the Alakazam, I'm happy we were able to take that out quick enough. Like I said, I wasn't too concerned when it came to Rotom taking a hit from the Alakazam. Again, it's the same situation with Weezing, whether it's gonna hit us with Psychic or Psy-Shock. You know, which one's gonna be. But he carried Psychic, and we were able to eat up the hit because it is our special wall. It's Calm Nature, will eat up a hit from the Alakazam, and the Overheat finished him off. So that's half his team down. Then the 3 most offensive Mons are left. Hariyama, Nidoking, and Mega Altaria. Nidoking didn't get to do anything. Nidoking didn't get to do anything, and that's surprising because that's such an offensive Pokemon. It's such a scarily offensive Pokemon, especially in the UU tier. That's definitely a great scoop up for him to add on his team, but it wasn't Scarfed. And that's why Scarf Nidoking is so common. Scarf or Life Orb, he might have been Life Orbed. But still, I'm going to have to ask him about his spread because we have no speed investments in our Rotom. Rotom's not meant to sit there and dish out damage. Even though that's what he ended up doing in today's battle. He's not meant to dish out damage. He's meant to be our wall. Hashtag burn the bird! That's what he was there for. That's all we needed him to do, and he did his job. And because of the Pain Split, which wasn't the world's greatest prediction, it was just obvious. He only had 3 Mons left, and they all had equal HP, or we all had a chance to gain something from his 3 remaining Pokemon. So Pain Split was good. We took his health down by about 40%, and because he wasn't Scarfed, we outsped and Overheat did off the Nidoking. Nidoking didn't even get to do a single move; he just died, which was good for us. And that left him with Altaria and Hariyama. And I'll tell you this much: he tried. He really, really tried with Mega Altaria, and to me, that's commendable. That's really commendable because Mega Altaria is one of those megas. I feel like it's situational. Like, it's a really, really good mega. It's got great defenses, base 110. It's just the only thing that sucks for it is its speed. Because I'm gonna double check before I say this again. Let's look up Altaria. Because I'm pretty sure Altaria doesn't get a speed boost when it Mega Evolves. No, it doesn't. I was actually wrong. I thought it was base 70, it's base 80. But it doesn't get a speed boost when it Mega Evolves. And being base 80, that's decent, but it's not good enough. You know what I mean? Like, there are plenty of Pokemon that just naturally outspeed it. Rotom Heat well, actually, we didn't outspeed this time, which tells me that he was probably jolly-natured. Max attack, max speed. So, that's why he outsped us with that. But still, there are plenty of Pokemon that naturally outspeed a Mega Altaria. So, Mega Altaria has to Dragon Dance, not only to up its attack, which is monstrous already at base 110, but he also has to Dragon Dance to up his speed so he can outspeed and do damage to people. So, it kind of sucked for him. Especially right off the bat when we got that Tailwind up and we were able to get that massive damage off with Earthquake from Flygon right off the bat when he tried to D-Dance, which wasn't a bad play on his part because he knows he can live one hit from us. We can't hit him with a Stab Dragon Claw, which would have been super effective because of his Fairy typing, so the next best thing I could do was Earthquake. So I don't want to sit there and say that was a bad play. It's just Life Orb, Stab, Earthquake from Flygon. Earthquake's my favorite move in Pokemon for a reason. You know, it's such a monstrous move. It does so much damage. That was enough to really, that was the first blow to the Altaria because that forced him to roost. And then when we got our secret plan, our mission objective to burn the bird successfully executed, that's when the Altaria actually got crippled. And at that point, the only thing that he was going to do that was super effective was attack the Flygon. And right before Flygon died, he got that Tailwind up, which is one of the options that was there for Flygon, was to get the Tailwind up before he dies. He was successfully able to do that, so in turn, Titania was able to come in and sweep up the bird and get rid of it. So it was an interesting battle going back and forth with that Mega Altaria because, like I said, that was the A1, grade A1 threat on his team for us because if he got a Dragon Dance up, if we misplayed and he got 2 Dragon Dances up or anything, it was going to sweep our entire team. Even though we did have the insurance policy of Clear Small Gastrodon, which we never ended up revealing. We had the bulky as fuck Weezing, which I don't know. I might have to run the damage calc to see how would Weezing be able to live a double edge, Pixelate boosted, Stab boosted, Dragon Dance boosted double edge from a Mega Altaria. I'm not 100% sure. I feel like that's definitely gonna put a huge dent into him, even though it's resisted and we have crazy defenses. I feel like we might be able to live 1, and that would be it. So I don't know. It's interesting to see there. And if anyone's wondering, it did stop raining outside. I know I mentioned it was monsooning. So we did live that in that sense. After that, though, once the... oh, and we had the Sash Lucario with Ice Punch, too, which never revealed the fact we had Sash. Never had the chance to. We just did damage with him and swapped him out. So I feel like even if he did get the Dragon Dance up, we had enough prepared for his Mega Altaria that if worse came to worse, we could get some damage off, maybe E-Speed afterwards and kill it. I don't know. With base 110 defenses, Altaria is going to eat up a hit for sure. And then last but not least came the Hariyama. Obviously, I had to swap out of Gardevoir so we don't take a Bullet Punch. That would have been too terrible to take. And the Hariyama, I feel like it was... No, it wasn't Assault Vested. It was a Flame Orb, obviously, right off the bat. Which, kind of reassuring, because I was playing kind of reckless with those Scalds in the beginning against the Cofagrigus with Gastrodon, with Cindy. So, I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is. The Hariyama ended up going down to 2 Sludge Bombs because Hariyama can't touch Weezing. So, and plus the Tailwind was up. And we naturally outsped anyways, so even if you went for close combat, which I'm pretty sure, I don't know, that's resisted, and we have bulky ass defense, so I think even if he had the Guts boost, I think we still would have lived it with full health. Well, we didn't have full health, he did get us with a fake out, so I don't know. It's more damage calc to be run. But either way, like I said, it was a good game to Twit. I know this video is pushing an hour right now, and a lot of you guys, oh my god, it's an hour-long Wi-Fi battle. I don't want to watch an hour-long Wi-Fi battle. It is what it is. We made moves and we came out with a 4-0. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. So, I hope that you guys enjoyed. Like I said, make sure you check out Twitch's channel and Twitter so you can see his perspective of the battle and hear what was going through his mind as well. It's always interesting to see what he's thinking of or what the opponent's thinking of when we made our plays, because like we see our side, now let's see what they were thinking of. So make sure you go and check him out as well. If you guys enjoyed this week's UCL Wi-Fi battle, and of course if you're a proud member of the Nappy Nation, make sure you smash our like button down below for us, because you already know your support is greatly appreciated, especially on a new project like the UCL. Tucson Terrakions t-shirts are available, teespring.com/nappyucl. Link to it should be included in the description. I know once I get mine, I'm going to be wearing mine every single week, right here on the chest, right here on the chest. I'm good to go. But with that, we're 2-0, you guys. I will see you guys next week. Our next week battle, we're taking on David, coach of the South Beach Slow King. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes, because he's got a lot of offensive mons on his team. But next Friday, we'll have a team building video up for his team as well, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. With that, I'm going to stop talking now. Hour-long Wi-Fi battle in the bag. Thank you all so much for your support once again, and thank you for checking out the video. Get on me to that 192. I'm out.